Disclaimer, the following video is just a bunch of random stuff put together by a stupid guy trying to be funny. It is not meant to be mean in any way. This video is also full of jokes that may not be appropriate for anybody under a certain age group. If you see a game that you like in this series, please remember that this is all based off of my own personal opinion. The jokes in this series are also mainly satire and just for entertainment purposes. Finally, please do not go and send hate to anyone mentioned in these videos as they have done absolutely nothing wrong and do not deserve it. Don't say that I didn't warn you. Jolly good day to you old chaps. Welcome back for some more dank memes, sweet creams and wet dreams. Before this video starts, I want all of you guys to go follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Why? Because I post some of the dankest shit you will ever see on their XD, and I'm totally not being a sellout. Anyways, let's roll into this video.
Hello there, I am back. Intro shit, blah blah blah. Let's cut to the first game. With the recent release of the Nintendo Switch, we're going to be playing this game called Escape the Switch. I don't know how anyone could get stuck inside a Nintendo Switch. Maybe this is actually a preview to a Honey I Shrunk the Kids remake. Have you ever wanted to know what's inside a Nintendo Switch? Well, let's take a look. So here we are inside the controller. And it turns out that this game is an obby, or to me, jumping simulator. This girl just spawned inside me. Get the fuck out. Oh my god, I threw her so hard she was erased from existence. Anyways, let's start by jumping on these squares with the Nintendo logo on them. Simple enough. This obby is pretty much the same as most other obbies on Roblox. It uses the same things such as lava jumps and checkers except with different colors. This obby also has different Nintendo Switch games inside it. Let's see if we can guess as many as we can. Judging by the gold rings and giant loop, I'm going to guess that this is supposed to be Sonic Forces, or just something to do with Sonic. Next up we have Shovel Knight, and I'm not going to lie. The model actually looks really good, but why does he have such a huge ass? Well, I'm not going to question it too much, so I'm just going to move on by jumping on these balls that look like Reese's Puffs. Next we've come across this cart, but for some reason I can't drive it, and instead I have to walk around the lava. What's the point of having a car there if I can't drive it? Next we have to jump over fences, and there's a guy standing here called Link. If this is supposed to be The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, then that's not Link. Link's outfit looks nothing like that. Hell, he doesn't even wear a hat in the game, and his sword is fucking massive, unless it's Cloud's one from Final Fantasy, but I doubt that. Either that or it could actually be a dildo. Next up we have lava checkers, which are supposed to be from Just Dance 2017, but I have no idea how any of this is supposed to represent Just Dance. As you can see, just like most obbies, this one is very repetitive and easy to complete, and just because they're supposed to represent different games doesn't make them any different. It's just with different colors and sizes, that's all. A few levels later I had to walk around the ink from Splatoon 2. Are these supposed to be the Inklings? Because they surely don't look like them. And also, why do all these characters have such giant asses? I thought Roblox was already cringy enough, but this is taking it to a whole new level. Now I have to jump on item boxes from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There's not really much else to say, honestly already. This game is just boring and generic, just like most other obbies in Roblox. And there's not much else to say about it. Now I have to climb and walk across buildings from Super Mario Odyssey, and this is literally the easiest level ever. I don't see how anyone could fail that. Then there were Skyrim, FIFA, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and more Legend of Zelda. And they were all the exact same thing, since I had to just jump over or onto something. Now we're on to the final level. This looks pretty easy. Well, this seems to be the only challenging level in the entire game, and I'm guessing this one is supposed to be Super Mario Run. This one took me quite a few attempts to finish, but I eventually got through. So now we're at the end, and just like other obbies, it has the same shit. Hats, body changers and paths. Oh my god, I look fucking atrocious. These rainbow blocks are going to give someone a seizure. Oh my god, this is even more atrocious. Overall, this game is just your average obby with easy levels and the exact same ending. The only good thing about this game is the design of the Switch controller. I do think this game is way too easy and it does get boring right from the very start. I also hate the gigantic GUIs that are placed everywhere. The terrible part about them is that they're all scams that give the creators Robux. If you see any of these in a game, do not click it because you will not get what you're promised. And even if they do give you what they say, which is hardly ever the case, they're usually for some ridiculous prices. They're trying to scam you. With that being said, let's move on to the second game. Staying on the topic of the Nintendo Switch, we're going to take a look at this game based off of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. As if the thumbnail wasn't badly cropped enough, the like to dislike ratio is also terrible, and what's even worse is the group name, which is exactly the same as the name of the game. And to all the idiots out there, please keep in mind that this has nothing to do with the actual Breath of the Wild, as I'm sure it's a fantastic game, and I'm only going to be criticizing the supposed Roblox version. With that being said, strap yourselves in, let's go. Right from the get-go we can see that the creator just rendered in a bunch of land and stuck in a few free models. We can also see that I am still myself, and not Link. Let's go and talk to this guy named Jeff, who apparently has a quest for us. So he pretty much wants me to gather resources for him. I don't see why he can't do it himself since I can see the food and water from a fucking mile away. Jeff, stop being such a lazy asshole and go get them yourself, you lazy sack of shbeep. For some reason whenever you pick up the wood, it sounds like someone breaking wood. I also had to pick up apples that have been left on the floor. That's disgusting. Why would anyone eat an apple that's been left on the floor for God knows how long? For some reason, the water I collected was already somehow packed in a bottle. Apparently all I needed to do was pick up the stuff. I didn't even need to bring it back or anything. Jeff, make up your damn mind. Do you want the shit that I walked 5 feet to get or not? Our next quest comes from a guy named Josh. Let's see what he wants us to do. So he just wants us to kill some angry villagers. Again, you can do that shit yourself. I can see one of the villagers from where I'm standing. Even more, there are 2 stores next to you. One of them sells weapons. Fucking buy one, you cockpit beep. Well, I guess I'm everyone's slave around here because people are too lazy to do shit themselves. It's like that film WALL-E where we see everyone moving around on chairs instead of walking and robots had to do all the work. That's what I currently feel like. Fighting the villagers was super easy, especially since they for some reason give you their weapon and then just start following you for eternity. After that there was nothing else to do. That was it. The only other thing that happened was another player joining, but then leaving within 2 minutes, and I don't blame them. I just decided to explore around a little since there was nothing else to do. I'm going to buy some stuff from these stores, which are for some reason floating above the ground. Okay, what the fuck? That line sounds oddly perverted. Why would you say something like that in a Zelda game? I did come across some more enemies, but they acted the exact same way as the previous ones. I bought a cutlass, which turns me into a helicopter every time I attack. Later I also came across Spyro and a dummy. Why is Spyro here? What does Spyro have to do with Zelda? Unless he's been confirmed for a future Smash Bros. Game, then I don't see a point in him being here. Also, what is the point of this dummy? He doesn't do anything and you can't attack him. There was also a strange building that said you needed a game pass for something, but when I cancelled it killed me. What the fuck? Why did you fucking kill me? That's basically like saying,
If you don't give us your money right now, then we'll have to slowly and painfully murder you and your entire family. We will burn your bodies until they are no longer identifiable, and we will bury them in hell with the rest of our victims.
Fucking beep. There's also a pointless pool of water here. So much stuff in this game.
Sudden shark attack.
Holy shit, a shark. Even the shark was terribly scripted. For one, it was swimming outside of the water, and two, it was moving backwards. I don't even know how to describe how terrible this is. This just looks wrong on so many levels. I told you that Link's sword in the previous game was actually a dildo. Look where the game made me hold it. I continued to explore aimlessly, and I wasted my money on those potions and swords because they don't do anything special or different, and I don't even think I need the potions since I hardly take damage from enemies. There's not much else to say about this game, so now I'm going to give my review. Honestly, this game is terrible. It has almost nothing to do with the actual Legend of Zelda, and almost no effort went into making it besides the castle, but I don't know if the creators actually made the castle. The fact that there are only 2 quests that are extremely easy to complete makes this game a whole lot worse. Like I said before, the people asking me can do it themselves. I can see why this game got more dislikes than likes, so let's leave this game and move on to the final one. Welcome to Tattletale Roleplay, suggested by this person. Don't get me wrong, the real Tattletale game is actually pretty good, but I'm just not a huge fan of role-playing games. Judging by the thumbnail, the buildings don't look too bad, but we can make assumptions just from one thumbnail, so let's get in. Similarly to the Deadpool Tycoon from the last episode, the game fired music at me after only a few seconds of joining. Right off the bat the menu gives us a character select where we can either be a human or a toy. Let's just pick Tattletale for now. I'm not going to lie, these models for Tattletale are actually really good, and the house is built almost exactly like the house from the real game. Let's wander around and see what there is to do. I just ended up walking around and chasing people, before I reset and became an adult. Mother of God, I look horrific. I walked into a room with someone playing Tattletale who just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Be tired. Be tired.
Do you want me to get Shekel to cut off your skin and use it as bacon? If you do, then keep on being annoying.
Time for you to die, motherfucker. Hello people, and welcome back to another episode of Shekel the Chef. In today's episode we're going to learn how to make bacon from the skin of dead people. First things first, you'll want to find your victim. Then you want to stab the shit out of them until all their guts bleed out. Once you have your skin, you simply put it in the grill for about 5 minutes on either side. Bacon, 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 bacon. Stop screaming, you little shit. And there you have it folks, a nice crispy pile of bacon. Tune in next week for a tutorial on how to make a dildo pizza. Yo, what up peeps? Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Fuckbook. Check out my previous tutorial from last week. Goodbye noobs.
Fucking beep. I later walked into a room filled with mamas. They were probably about to fuck. Well, I'm tired from all this running, so I'll just have to charge myself until I feel better. Later I walked into the bedroom since everyone else was there, including an onion that was sleeping on the bed, before wandering around again and then becoming mama. Oh fuck yeah, time to scare the living shit out of people. Boo. Beep. Apparently you can jump scare people, or can't? I don't know, there's some weird option for it. Let's answer the phone.
Where's Mama?
Grandma, stop calling me at this time of night. Let's answer the phone.
Where's Mama?
I have just heard the depths of hell. I then got recognized by a fan. After talking for a while, we came across something absolutely terrifying. I should warn you that what you're about to see may disturb some viewers because of how scary it is. Are you ready? It's a wall. Oh my god, it's a fucking wall. Everybody run.
Shut the fuck up.
I got so scared that I turned into a box. A motherfucking box. We didn't really do much else since there's not much else to do in this game. We just walked around the house, getting scared of random objects and collecting eggs. Well, I guess there's not much else to do in this game, so I'm going to give my review now. Overall, this game isn't actually that bad. The models are very well done and everything works really well. The only reasons it's on here is because of the amount of times people spam certain phrases just to get attention from people. I'm also not a huge fan of role-playing games. I don't think Tattletale works well with roleplay since it's a game that takes place over different nights with different events, whereas this one just has different nights and nothing else. So pretty much this game isn't that bad, but Tattletale and roleplay don't really fit together. So that's it from me. Goodbye.
Well, look at you. You've made it through another episode. Congratulations. You should be proud. I had to sit through recording and editing all of this shitty cringe. Anyways, at this point I'm running out of games to play, so I want you guys to link ones you want me to play for this series to me on Twitter or tell me their name in the comments. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheerio.